notes from the last class as it provides continuity for the lecture you're about to hear. And of course, attend all classes. Notes from friends are rarely as meaningful as taking your own. You may miss points that the instructor has emphasized and would not have as good an idea of what the instructor considers important. Be on time and be ready, and oftentimes the first few minutes of a lecture can provide the main theme of what is going to be presented. Missing this may make it very difficult to fully understand the ideas of the lecture. So sit toward the front and close to the speaker, and it will help to reduce the distractions that are created by others in the room and help you to be more attentive and able to concentrate on what is being said. Listen for the main topic, the key points, and the organization of ideas during the lecture. During the lecture, watch for clues from the instructor that would help pick out the main ideas. The clues may include words like first, second, voice emphasis, and pauses afterwards. Writing on the board and a repetition of the idea may also help. Record lecture notes that highlight the main idea, and that will be clear to you when you review them at a later time. For the format, what could help is a large loose-leaf binder. Each sheet can be divided vertically 2.5 inches from the left edge, and notes are recorded to the right of the line. The larger binder gives ample room for notes and allows for easy organization for insert of handouts and so forth. And the wide left margin is for later summarizing the main ideas and points of the lecture. When recording your notes, record your notes legibly as complete ideas in outline, sentence, or paragraph form, or any other organization which highlights main ideas. When you review notes later in the same day, convert the recorded information and focus summaries to the left margin. Legibility and completeness of ideas is necessary to be able to understand your notes at a later time. Organized material such as main ideas followed by supporting points is much easier to study and remember than a mass amount of information running together without any organization. Try taking notes on one side of the sheet only. That way later on in the course you can spread out the pages with only the left summarized column showing, and you have a grand overview of what has taken place throughout the course. After the lecture, in the same day, clean up your notes. Read through your notes, clarify scribbles, fill in missing information, and emerge with a complete view of the lecture. Then go back and underline, color highlight, or box words, not whole sentences, but that represent main topics. Tomorrow you won't be able to decipher scribbles as well as you could if you do it on the same day. Underline whole sentences as you read leads to underlining too much. Underlining whole sentences as you read leads to underlining too much. And being more selective actually results in less material to review later. So you want to make sure that you find a nice balance between the two. You want to create a summary in the column. Choose keywords and concise summaries for the ideas you have underlined, and write these in the left margin of your divided page, directly across from the corresponding notes. By selecting keywords, you have to think about and organize the lecture on paper. But even better, you've done it in your mind. These jottings represent the main ideas represented in class or presented in class, and they become citing. Now with reciting, cover the right column. From the keywords and summaries on the left, say aloud the ideas and facts of the lecture as completely as you can, with as much understanding as you can. Use your own words, then uncover the notes and check yourself. Do it until you get it right. You know it when you can say it. Recitation is the most important step in transferring from short-term memory to long-term memory. If you can recite the main points of a lecture to yourself, you know whether you understand the material, and you increase your ability to remember it. As far as once a week, review all the notes you have taken since the beginning of the semester. Recite from all your notes, just as described in the previous step, and cover material on the right and recite from the words to the left. Schedule 30 to 60 minutes a week per subject for this review. Frequent how the pieces of the subject fit together. You may also do this through the discussion with classmates, often on exams and essay questions, and even in objective questions. You are asked not whether you remember a date or a formula, but whether you understand how major ideas or events relate